नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरीमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Tanidars, Kotaris, NDY participants, visitors, viewers sitting with us all over the world through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV, two-way video conferencing. Cities sitting with us: Hyderabad, Guptakashi, Oklahoma, Somanatham, Enriching Temple, Guadalupe, New York, London, Oman, Slovakia, Seattle, Pobrad, Slovakia, Los Angeles, Onka City, Oklahoma, Tanuja, I think, Kuala Lumpur, Port Washington, Dubai, North San Antonio, Selayang, Devon, Rajapalayam, Doncaster, UK, Washington DC, Sripuram, Singapuram, Madurai, Coimbatore, Winston-Salem, Ohio, Surrey, Canada, Slovakia, Mill Valley, Charlotte, Baroda, and many more cities are joining. Selayang, Malaysia, Hong Kong, and other centers. Put your names, I will read. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Let's enter into Isavasya Upanishad, the first verse, which I am expanding on last few days. Isavasyamidagum yatkincha jagatyam jagate tena tyaktena bunjita ma kritakasya sviddanam by the consciousness all this is filled. Whatever moving thing there is in the ever-moving world, as I was explaining last few days, perception, fact, truth, reality. Listen to these four words. Perception, within the limitations of time and space, your senses operating. Perception. Fact. With a larger amount of time and space, your perception coming to certain understanding is fact. Truth. Time and space changing the way you perceive, and both of them come to completion, where your perception's hindrance does not stop the reality being perceived because of the larger amount of time and space perceived. I know it's going above the head. Let me give you examples, then you will understand. The reality, the fourth word, without the limitations of the perception and time and space, whatever is reality. I have given the example. Perception is earth is flat and sun is going around the earth. Fact is earth is round and earth is going around the sun. Truth is earth is not exactly round. It's more or less resembles orange fruit and sun is going around the earth. Please listen. I have explained that day, because the whole solar system is not stagnant. Even the whole solar system is moving around, centered on something else. Sun goes round the earth in billions of years. Earth goes round the sun every 1 year. Sun goes round the earth every billion year. Few billion years. That is truth. Reality is earth has no defined shape and earth and sun both go around each other, because every billion year sun goes around the earth, every year earth goes around the sun. The reality cannot be half, just earth going around the sun or sun going around the earth. Both are going around each other is reality. When you restrict your perception to a limited time, you are caught either in fact or in truth. Both are not ultimate. Listen. Listen. I am moving to the next line of this Upanishad. Please understand this next line. Tena tyaktena bunjita makrida kasya sviddanam. The literal translation is, with this renounced, you may enjoy, covet not the wealth of anyone at all. Looks very simple moralistic instruction, but it is not. Please understand, if this instruction is moralistic instruction, I would not have even chosen to speak on Upanishads. I am not against morals, but order never comes by morals and discipline in the cosmos. It is by intelligence and reality order happens. Please understand. Order of the cosmos never happens by moral and discipline. Order of the cosmos always happens by intelligence and knowledge, truth, reality. Here, the word, the statement, tena tyaktena bunjitam akrida kasya sviddanam. With this renounced, you may enjoy, covet not the wealth of anyone at all. I have to set the context from which you need to look into this reality, this statement. Understand? the so-called moral people can never face the change of the changing world. Please listen. They will be completely imbalanced, because the moral is a set of understandings of vidhi nisheda, what to do, what not to do in particular situations. But the world is jagatyam jagat, changing, which is established in changing. Understand? Change established in changing. When there is so much of change, the person who is trained in certain morals will always be shaken, confused. He will not be able to handle life. He will not be able to handle situations. Because at some places vegetarian food is moral, at some places non-vegetarian food is right. What will you do? I am telling you, the person who is established in morals will be constantly struggling internally and confused. The person who is established in truth, reality, only he can constantly play with life, only he can wage war. Kuchela, established in morals, maybe he can live a peaceful life with the wealth he was gifted by Krishna. But only Krishna, who is established in reality, can wage war and win the game. I am telling you, in the modern day, even a common man's life is a war. It is no more a goody-goody, peaceful, relaxed life. Nobody is going to let you live in your cozy space. Listen, this line is not moral lesson. It may bring some morals in your life. I am not saying no. When you internalize this line, tena tyaktena bunjita makrita kasya sviddanam, it may bring you some morals. But this line should be understood as life strategy, not from the context of moral. Because if you literally translate, it looks like, with this renounced, you may enjoy, covet not the wealth of anyone at all. It may look like a moral teaching. Please understand, if you look at this from the context of moral teaching, you will miss the whole truth revealed by Upanishadic rishis. I am not interpreting the Upanishads. I am just intercepting the conversations happened between the rishis when these Upanishads were revealed. I am just downloading and releasing it in the language you understand. That's all. I am just an interceptor, not interpreter. I am not interpreting. I am just intercepting. Listen. Tena tyaktena bunjita makridakasya sviddanam. Cognizing whatever is change established in changing. And this whole thing is filled with consciousness and intelligence. Don't think only the planet on which you are standing is moving. The whole solar system in which planet is established, even that whole solar system is moving. So understand, not only what you perceive as the world, even the perceiver is changing. The biggest fear all the human beings go through is, if the perceiver changes, what will happen? See, your whole life you conclude something as pleasure, something as pain, and you plan, act, work, build, everything based on that. Suddenly at some time, the perceiver who gives you the understanding, which is pleasure, which is pain, he seems to be changing. That is what frightens you. That is what makes you shiver. That is what shakes you. I tell you, the person who knows even the perceiver changes and accepts his change, updates himself. You might have spent 10 years on your career, maybe an IT engineer, a lawyer, doctor, activist. Suddenly, when your inner space changes, the concepts of your pain and pleasure, I am not saying give up the career you built. I am only saying don't be afraid of that change. Don't be afraid of that change of your perception, because the change of perception is the gift given to you for your sincerity in supporting your perception. If your perception has told you being a doctor is the best and you built your career on that, suddenly your perception changes and it says being a doctor is no more a pleasure, no more a desirable. I am not even saying give up being a doctor. I am only saying don't be afraid of that perception and don't try to snub that perception. It is a gift happening to you. Please understand, the perception evolving. Evolution of the perception is a gift happening to you, which is just happening from fact to perception to fact, fact to truth, truth to reality. And anybody stops the evolution of perception commits spiritual suicide. Atmahatya. Understand? Atmahatya. That's the word I will use. Killing the soul. The possibility. Killing the soul and possibility. I am telling you, not to frighten you, not to correct you, not to control you, not even I am interested in guiding you. And I know nobody listens to me. After talking 12,000 hours, last 15 years, I am very clear on my conclusion. Nobody listens to me. I am talking for me to listen to me. Understand, with this clarity, I am declaring this truth. Upanishads just declare their own strength by their own statements. They do not need any author to authenticate them. Same way, whatever I am talking, the dharma, the truth, I am revealing it for myself. The listeners listening does not need to authenticate what is being uttered. With this clarity, I am uttering these words, listen. Whatever you hold with fear of losing it, exactly that will only be taken away from you. I am telling you, people ask me, what is this, Swamiji? I am such a good person. I never cheated anybody, but my wealth is taken away. But these guys who cheat everyone, their wealth and all is not taken away. They are all living wealthily. Please listen. Somebody's wealth is not taken away means he doesn't have fear of losing it. If he has a fear of losing name and fame, exactly that will be taken away. The law of life is whatever you hold on with fear of losing it, exactly, precisely, that will be taken away from you. It will be a most precise operation, just like how Osama bin Laden was removed. It's not a large scale operation of huge number of death. No. Very precise. I tell you, life does precise operations. Exactly what you are afraid of losing, that will be taken away from you. I am telling you, if you want to retain anything in your life, just renounce the fear. Just renounce the fear of losing it. Kala Bhairava's eyes, when they look at you, the only thing it does not like is fear and powerlessness. Just stand in front of him. Without any fear or powerlessness, you will become him. You will see you in him. It is law of life. If you are afraid, your name and fame will be taken away. Precisely. Only that will be taken away. Your wealth will not be touched. If you are afraid, your credibility will be taken away. Precisely. Only that will be taken away. Nothing else will be touched. Everything else will remain with you. If you are afraid that your house may be taken away, precisely that will be taken away. You may have your bank balance, car, everything else, only that will be removed. The law of life is not sadistic, and it does not want to see any powerlessness in your inner space. Anything which creates powerlessness in your inner space, precisely that will be taken away, just to make you understand you can live without that. Understand, not to punish you. Kala Bhairava is not sadistic. Life is not sadistic. He will not take away something from you just to torture you. No. He wants to tell you, fool, don't be powerless, thinking that you will lose this. If you lose that, you will lose everything in your life, or you will become powerless in your life. Now I am taking that away. See, without that, you are able to live your life beautifully. And I tell you, please listen. At least you can remember and pen down 10 items in your life which you really protected, were afraid. Without that you may not be able to live. Without that you may not be able to be. You are holding on to. But after it was taken away, you even forgot the name of it. Look in, you will see. You will have at least 10 items in your life. It may be money, it may be name and fame, it may be a man or a woman, or it may be a person in your life, it may be anything. It may be your credibility, it may be your city, it may be your bedroom, it may be your house, it may be your car, it may be anything. You can look in and remember and pen down easily 10 items in next 10 minutes. If I give you 10 minutes, you will be able to remember and recollect and write 10 items about which you really thought, if you lose that, you are lost. Life is lost. Nothing is left for you. No, I can't let go of this. This is my life. You held on to something like that. When it was removed, not only you did not miss, after a few days you even forgot it. To remind you your innate strength, the renunciation does not make you weak. Something getting removed from your life does not make you powerless. Kala Bhairava takes away things from you, removes things from you. I tell you, I am telling you, from my experience, from my very experience, the one thing I was so clear in my life, anything removed from me or added to me is only done for my fulfillment and joy, not to punish me, but life is celebrating, fulfilling itself through me. That's all. There are tons of things in my life which I thought without that I won't be able to live. I never imagined I can live after my guru's left body. I never imagined I can survive after Arunagiri Yogeshwara stopped giving me darshan. The kind of a love I was in with him, the kind of a connection I was celebrating, cherishing with him. Even when I was sitting next to him, I'll just be holding his leg, his feet, thinking that energy will come. Such innocent, such strong connection. I felt if he stops seeing me or giving darshan to me, I'll just die, I'll leave the body. But when he stopped giving darshan to me, I forgot he existed separately. I am telling you, there are tons of things in my life I felt, if it is removed from my life, oh, what will happen? I could never imagine after both my gurus left the body, I'll be able to be alive, I'll be able to survive. I could never imagine leaving Tiruvannamalai. I can live anywhere. But I tell you, when all that was removed from my life, I only understood, without any of that, I am existing and celebrating my life. I even forgot them. Forgot those people, forgot those places, forgot those everything. At least last 2.5 years. I have not entered into Tiruvannamalai. I have not seen Arunachaleshwara. 2011 only I saw. Not even 2012, which I can never imagine. Actually, when I was leaving the house, my whole family, the only blackmailing point they had is, let us see how many days you will be able to be away from Arunachala. That was their only strength and blackmailing point. They all know I don't care about anything else. But Arunachala is too much for me. Let's see how many days you can be without seeing Arunachala. But when I left, that's all. When it was taken away from me, not only I did not become powerless, I forgot. Once upon a time, I had that kind of an attachment with Arunachala. I tell you, everything, when it was removed from me, just this one understanding. Hey, not only it cannot make me powerless, I will even forget I had this once upon a time as part of my life. Be very clear. This is what I call, this is the definition of renunciation. Remembering nothing can make you powerless. Anything removed from your life cannot make you powerless is renunciation. Vairagya. Raga means feeling obsessed, completely overpowered by the desire. Desire is raga. Attachment is raga. Obsession is raga. Araga means detachment, hatred. Viraga means knowing very clearly whatever you think as even core of your life, even those things, if they are removed, you will not become powerless. You will not miss them. You will not become empty. You will not be disappointed. You are not going to become dead. You will even forget you had those things or beings as part of your life. Having this clarity is renunciation. Understand? Having this clarity is renunciation. I tell you, this clarity, when it becomes your strategy in your life, business is war, your living is war, relationships are war, everyone is in their own Kurukshetra. Understand? Kurukshetra has never ended. Everyone has their Kurukshetra. Let this be your strategy for your Kurukshetra. No one can win you. No one can shake you. No one can frighten you. Be Vedanta Kesari, the lion of Vedic strength. I tell you, because I have applied this strategy, I applied this cognition in my life again and again and again, and I saw I always won the game. I always won the game. The moment you have a fear that if something is removed from your life, you will become depressed, you will become empty, you will lose life. That fear becomes strength of your enemy. When he knows you can't be frightened, he becomes powerless. Understand? If you can be frightened, your enemy is powerful. If you can't be frightened, your enemy becomes powerless. I tell you, this simple understanding of me and this simple cognition of me, anything can be removed from me. I will not become powerless. I will not become depressed. I will not lose anything. I will not be lost. I may not even remember that I had that in my life. Be very clear. The spiritual truth, when it becomes part of your cognition and strategy, anywhere you go, Krishna is driving your chariot. Understand? Internalize just this one truth. Tena tyaktena bunjita. Tyaha. The word tyaha is used here. Tena means with this understanding from this context. Tyaktena bunjita makrita kasya sridhanam. Please listen. The world is ever changing, but it is filled with consciousness, Isha. The consciousness is independently intelligent and compassionate. If something is removed from you, don't curse the life. It is done with tremendous compassion. It is done with tremendous compassion. I am telling you. Here, Upanishads are declaring you to do tyaga, renouncing, you to renounce with this context of Isha Vashyam Idagum Sarvam Yatkincha Jagatyam Jagat. Means world is changing and it is established in changing and it is filled with consciousness, Sachidananda, which is intelligent, truthful, blissful and compassionate. I tell you, a blissful being will always be compassionate being. When you are blissful, you will see all the good things, best things comes out of you. When you are blissful, you will be such a good person. Only when you are frustrated, you will express all bad qualities, violence, cunning strategies. A blissful person is always compassionate person. Isha, consciousness, independent intelligence, which has its own will, functions out of pure compassion. So understand, renunciation is not supposed to be done out of frustration or inability or powerlessness. Whenever anything was removed in my life, I always saw life is only making me pure and it is celebrating itself through me. It is providing opportunities to reinvent myself. Understand? When life removes something from you, it is providing opportunity for you to reinvent yourself. And when you are clear that nothing can frighten you, nothing can make you lost, nothing can put you in powerlessness and depression. And I also want to tell you, you will understand exactly who is the exact enemy. You will exactly pinpoint who is your enemy, where things need to be done. You will not be confused. You will not overestimate your enemy. When you are frightened, you overestimate your enemy. Because you overestimate your enemy, you become powerless. Because you become powerless, it becomes easy for your enemy to destroy you. It's a vicious circle. And I am telling you, when you are clear, you will not be lost. You will not become powerless. Just have this one word in your throat all the time. So what? Keep this as a mantra. So what? Know clearly. Nothing removed from you can make you powerless. And life removes it only to make you understand you can live without it. Reinvent yourself. Wake up. Please understand, I am not giving you any moral lesson. I am not giving you any self-development lesson. I am not giving you any self-help lesson. I am least interested in all of that. I am not even interested in you. I am interested in truth. I am just interested in truth. I am singing it. Whoever wants to catch it, catch it. Understand. This one truth. Internalize. 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 Today's homework for all the satsangis. List out 10 items which you really thought if it is removed, you will be lost, your life will collapse, but it was removed. Not only you are living your life now, you even forgot you had that once in your life as part of you. And I guarantee you will have 10 things, either persons or things or place, at least 10 things will be there. Pen them down and put it in your Facebook as a status. Pen the 10 things down. Put it in your Facebook as status. With your own understanding of today's satsang. You paraphrase it. Now whatever I shared, you paraphrase it and put these 10 things which was part of your life, which you really felt if it is removed, you will collapse. But now it is not there in your life, and not only you have not collapsed, you even forgot that they were part of your life at one time. And I tell you, everything, when it is removed from your life, just life is giving you the beautiful chance to reinvent yourself and just to remind you, fool, without that also you will be powerful. Kala, time can tolerate anything, but is allergic to powerlessness. Even if he sees there is some possibility of powerlessness in you, he just pulls it out. And I tell you, when he sees fear, when Kala sees fear in you, he tells, hey, don't bother. Whatever you are afraid of losing, you will see, now I am removing it. But you will not become powerless. You will not be depressed. Without that, you will be living, and after some time, you will even forget this was part of your life. Learn this. Understand. The next line in the Upanishad, next word, Bunjita. Understand. Tena tyaktena bunjita ma krita kasya sviddanam. Whenever you are centered on the fear, whenever you are centered on the fear of losing something, you will become violent, grabbing. How to become non-violent? How this, the second part of that statement, can become strategy in your thinking, can become strategy for your life. I'll continue in the next verses. I am telling you. Grabbing will never fulfill you, and the people who try to grab will never be powerful. Listen, I'll expand on this, the second part of the second line, Bunjita makrita kasya sviddanam, in the further verses, because just the tena tyaktena has taken today's satsang. I'll expand, and I just wanted to leave you with this one concept. Today you will do this homework. 10 things. All of you will have minimum 10 things, I am telling you, which you really felt without that your life will be lost. You will fall into depression. You will collapse. But when that was removed, not only you have survived, you lived. Maximum 2-3 days you would have missed. Because you have been taught you have to miss. Otherwise, not even that. And after that, you won't even remember that. And I tell you guys, make this list and put it in the Facebook. Everyone will read. You will read everyone's. Then you will understand the kind of a strength, inner strength and understanding will evolve in you. You will become a Vedanta Kesari, the lion of Vedanta, the lion with the strength of Vedanta. You will become a Shiva Gana. Come back tomorrow with this strength. I'll explain the remaining part. Bunjitam akrida kasya siddhanam. And I'll tell you the power of Tyaga in any field. In any field, I tell you, the power of Tyaga. So, with this, bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.